Interesting footage was caught over the Netherlands this week. It's been described as a polygonal-shaped craft floating through the sky. The lack of reaction from the witness seems odd, but I guess we all deal with these situations in our own way. Unfortunately, the witness was having issues with the camera's zoom and focus function, so clear footage only accounts for 4 seconds of the 1-minute video. It hovered for around 20 minutes before it became too dark to see. A black quote, jellyfish-like object, flies over the deserts of Salt Lake City. An amateur astronomer's footage went semi-viral this week showing a circular shadow passing over the surface of the moon. A rough estimate of the speed is 12,000 miles per hour, that is assuming the object is flying just above the moon's surface. The footage was caught in 2007, but has picked up traction once again, so I thought it was worth sharing with you guys. As it passes Grove Crater, we are able to estimate its size to be approximately 14 kilometers, or 8 miles across. Again, that is assuming the object is right next to the moon. Another observation somebody pointed out was, if the object is not a shadow, and is right next to the surface of the moon, we would be able to see it lit up to some degree, unless the object was so dark and unreflective that it absorbed all light. A US news host describes an advanced tech defense field that is thought to surround some UFOs with an undetectable bubble, which scrambles the brains of those that are curious enough to wander too close.
We got a call from this guy who's a tenured Stanford medical school professor. He comes on and he's like, 11 years ago, the US government reached out to me because I'm an expert on head injuries, on brain injuries, traumatic brain injuries, and they had all these court cases from families of US servicemen, over 100, who'd been killed by UFOs. UFOs appear to be attracted, for whatever reason, to nuclear energy. So at nuclear missile bases in the upper Midwest, for example, nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, nuclear-powered submarines are all getting buzzed by these objects. And in a number of cases, these things have landed on military bases, including famously in Germany, in West Germany in the 70s.
I wanted to give more details about what incident he was referencing here. However, I was unable to find the case. He could have possibly be getting it mixed up with the Rendlesham Forest or Bentwaters incidents, but I am not sure. If you know, please leave a comment.
And servicemen have approached them, and they approach and they get traumatic brain injury, or they're killed. And he studied their brains.
There are numerous other reports of encounters with UFOs ending with the instant death of the witnesses, but due to limited information and possible redactions, the exact causes are not disclosed. 3 black helicopters surround a stationary object over the US. This was recorded in August of last year but went semi-viral again this week, so I thought it was worth sharing with you guys. The witness says he was forced to cut the video short, since he had pulled over on the highway to get the footage.
3 helicopters, a dot. They're trying to, that's a UFO right there, or that's something else.
Flashing object shrouded in dense clouds was recorded in the skies above Phoenix. Witnesses state the object is in the clouds, which may explain why it is disappearing from view between flashes.
That is so weird. It's like in the cloud.
If you look at the timer here, you can see the light flashes precisely every second, which means we can say with some certainty, it isn't aliens. I'm leaning more towards a drone for this one, but can't say for sure. Advanced military tech is always a possibility. The second man to walk on the moon, just moments after Neil Armstrong, shares his encounter with a UFO whilst in the void of space.
I saw this illumination that was moving with respect to the stars. We were smart enough to not say, Houston, there's a light out there that's following us. So technically, it becomes an unidentified flying object.
What did you see?
And I saw a light out there, okay, of crashing.
So you saw a light?
So we saw a light, and we thought, wonder what that is. You know, there are a lot of lights out there when you're not looking in the direction of the sun. There are a lot of stars, and they're all fixed relative to each other. Now, one of them starts moving, or it's moving, and we know that that's another object. It's not a star.
Though some have tried to dismiss the object as part of the rocket, Buzz stands firm on the statement that the object was a UFO.